Luigi, number 1.
Good afternoon and welcome to the 2022 Spring Mario Kart Tournament. We're coming to you live from Union Area High School, where we have 16 competitors ready to meet in a series of eSports matchups in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe to be declared the winner of the Mario Kart Cup. I'm your host, James Dotson, here on Lawrence County SportsNet. Glad to bring you coverage of this afternoon's eSports event, the final one here of the spring season. It is a small event, but there's lots of buzz going on, not just in Union Township, but across the entire county. Competitors from various schools coming in. Again, 16 racers have been randomly seeded into our racing bracket, and let's take a look at today's format. For this afternoon's competition, there will be 4 race-ins, preliminary heats. There will be 4 of those, 3-lap race-ins, basically. The top 2 of those 4 will secure spots into the semifinal dash round. And again, we will narrow down the field at that point, taking the top 2 finishers from each of those 3-lap dashes in the semifinals to move on to our feature race here in the evening, where the winner will take home the Mario Kart Cup. Our gaming officials are currently on stage here at Union Area High School, giving our systems one final check over, making sure everything is perfectly synchronized, everything is identically put together. Nintendo Switch is the console of choice, using identical controllers as well. Everything is ready to go. Our event organizers have chosen the game, the platform, the competition format to do as much as we can to even out the playing field, because we have lots of different competitors with lots of different competition level. We'll say that over the course of our event this afternoon. Again, 16 different players will be choosing their own track, their own character, their own car setup, and then when each character or each player picks their track, it'll then be randomly chosen to see who or which track will be used. They'll have 15 seconds to choose their character before we can get into each and every race. Believe we are close to ready to go. Waiting for the cue from our game officials up on stage as we have waiting trackside. Our trackside reporter will get to her here momentarily. Again, lots of rules that we'll have to go through throughout the course of today's event. And now we will send it trackside to our reporter, Parker Jendrzik, as we're ready for heat race number 1.
Good evening, I am Parker Jendrzik, your game host for tonight. And let's get started with the first game of tonight. All right, in this heat, we have Matt Thomas. Landon Pagley. Lucas Stanley. And Antonio Ferrone.
You can tell the fan favorite, Antonio Ferrone, as they get all set up behind me, ready to go. Glad to be here again. Reminder, we will have certain rules involved in this one. For example, no automatic acceleration or steering. Tilt controls are still available. Remember, everybody will be able to choose a race. They will all be 3-lap races. There are a couple of tracks that are exceptions to that, where it's like the Pikes Peak course, where it's just one long track, and instead of 3 laps, it would be 3 sectors for us to be using. So right now, everybody's up on stage. They are choosing their character. They are choosing their car setups. They have about 15 seconds before it'll be randomly chosen on their own. So each competitor can go with their own preference if they, again, know what that preference is. We have some very much beginners, and we have some experts who know exactly what car setup is going to work best for them. 4 Union competitors ready to get underway here in this first one, and I think we're ready to go back to trackside action, so we'll send it back up to Miss Parker Jendrzik as we're ready to start our first heat race. It'll be a 150cc race as well for your commonality over the course of this race. Let's send it up to Parker to get things ready for heat race number 1.
All righty, it looks like they are picking their match. Our 4 players. Who will win? We don't know. All right, they're suggesting a course. Which course will it be? The course has been selected.
There will be 4 heat rounds, and Toad's Turnpike will be the first choice today. Count it down, Parker.
All right, the first race will begin in... Hold on. 3, 2, 1, go!
And it's lights out and away we go for the first of our heat races here today. Toad's Turnpike, our first race, and a quick boost up in the lead for Landon Pegley in spot number 2 with the Waluigi character. The old school N64. And we got the strobe lights going here as well. Quick mushroom look used by Matt Thomas. Lucas Stanley currently in 4th, holding on to that mushroom, finding a good spot right through amongst the cars to get back up into the competition. Currently in 1st, Pegley in 2nd, Thomas. Ferrone passing now into 2nd. Stanley, the back marker at the moment. Good mushroom use there from Thomas, trying to work the outside, gets caught up on the rail. That'll slow him back down as he's looking at Ferrone up ahead. Remember, the top 2 will advance into the semifinal round, so you don't need to win. You just need to finish in the top 2. Starting lap number 2 as Pegley crosses the line first. Holding on to that bomb. There it is, bombs away. Able to dodge it. There was Ferrone trying to go on the outside, using the boost, getting the coins. Remember, 10 coins in key. And it looks like we have Matt Thomas with the screen kicked out of the race. So we'll have to see this. We might have to have a re-race here. We'll let him finish it out. Landon Pegley in the lead, but just got red shelled from Ferrone. Ferrone holding on to that 3rd mushroom. Using another on the way, get that 10th point. He's full power. Back in the lead. Again, good job zooming around the outside. Getting the boost around the edge. And he's going to be the first one across the finish line, going for lap number 3. And a good use of the shell to block. That's Pegley trying to work his way back up to the front. In 3rd place is Lucas Stanley. He's got a triple mushroom. 1 remaining, trying to boost himself forward. He's got Ferrone within his sights now as Pegley back in the lead. Picking up all those coins. Remember, 10 coins will give you the maximum natural speed. Good job on the draft to try to work his way back up there. By Pegley, Ferrone back in the lead. Each holding bananas. Boost with the slide. Using the turbo slide. Trying to work his way to the outside again, using the boost around. We are getting where we will officially replay this round, so it's going to kind of work as a little practice run as we had a player get logged out, as it is a 1-2 finish. Ferrone in 1st, Pegley in 2nd, but sadly, it's going to not be an official race as we had a technical malfunction. So what we're going to do is we're going to make sure the system is all set back up. We had a player who lost signal in the middle of the race. So in terms of fairness, this was one of the rules guidelines that we had put in place, is that when this would happen, we would just have a restart of the race. So we'll go through the whole process here yet again for heat number 1. You know, couldn't go with a single race without getting that first technical glitch. No problem whatsoever. That's what's going to happen. Welcome to eSports in general, but a good way to start and get everybody's toes wet a little bit and see exactly what we're going to have. So 16 competitors, so 4 races with 4 players each. Top 2 from each will get into the semifinal dash round, and then the top 2 from each of those to a winner-take-all with a surprise map coming your way for the championship for that feature race. So with that, we'll have our game officials working their way back up there, getting everything situated. Working into the same party, again, using Nintendo Switch. We have one of the controllers right here, though. Basically like an old Xbox 360 controller that all the competitors are using. And again, this is just trying to get everything on level playing field. So it works through the Switch console, but using one of these controllers. And if you're familiar with it, it'll work perfectly. I think we're getting back set up. We're back into the party. As they will again pick your 150cc race and get everything started and underway. You're seeing the controls that will be used up there as well. Some of the other tournament rules, again, single elimination tournament using the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe basic rules, no computer players whatsoever, no custom controls or controllers being allowed either. So we'll see if we get the same map coming up or not. And with that, let's send it up to Parker Jendrzyk, our trackside announcer.
All right, it looks like the track has been selected. We are redoing this match. Will it be the same person to win or a different one? We'll see. All righty, the game will begin in 3, 2, 1, go!
Green, 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 off and running for race 2 of Heat 1. Not exactly how we intended it to go, but it'll work just fine. So again, the top 2 will advance into the semifinal dash round, and it is, for the moment, it was 1-2. Lucas Stanley makes his way in second, and just that quickly, Ferrone gets back around him on the outside. Black Yoshi on that far side. Good side boost, getting up close to Pegley, who's in the lead. Using a good power slide, jump forward again, now sliding the other way, and gets the double surprise box as well. Keep the ice coming. Good use of the shortcut. Use the ramp on the side for Pegley. We're following along with Lucas Stanley as he just gets thromped there in the middle, but does have the mushrooms to get himself back in control. Ferrone up in the lead. Ferrone followed by Pegley, followed by Thomas and Stanley in top 2. But watch out, Thomas in third place, holding the blue shell. He lets it fly. Pegley's going to be the recipient. Oh, is he going to go strategy? He's going to try to let it go. He was in the lead still when it came up, even though he was in second when he got hit. A good strategy play for Pegley, but it did not work out. Now he's way behind. Ferrone taking a commanding lead here in lap 2 of this 3-lap race. Remember, again, does not need to finish in first, just need to be in that top 2. Red shell coming at Pegley. He's knocked off track again. Trying to make the catch-up is Stanley. Thomas with the star in fourth that just wore out. It is a 3-way battle. Nip and tuck for second, third, and fourth at the moment. Currently in second is Pegley. Right behind him, Stanley. And close behind him is Thomas. Ferrone with a commanding lead. Oh, he does have a red shell coming his way. Boom, there it goes. Knocked off of his mark. But just now is when Pegley is hitting start-finish line to start his 3rd lap of the day. He boosts forward with the triple mushroom. Good power drive, power slide around. He's going to try to go for that middle boost again, and he does. Right over the middle. And now, just like that, he's back within sights of Ferrone. The lightning used to perfection. Right at the right time. Ferrone in first, Pegley in second. Time winding down. Not a lot of time left. Red shell on the way. Coming from Pegley, going for Ferrone. Will he be able to get there in time? He does have the blocker out as well. The double ramp at the end. It'll be Ferrone across the line first. Pegley will finish in second, so the 1-2 stays the same. Stanley will be third. Thomas will be fourth. Our first heat in the books. Antonio Ferrone, Landon Pegley will be advancing into the semifinal dash round. And before they do, they get a chance to talk with Parker Jendrzyk trackside.
Alrighty, will our winners please make their way to the center? Congratulations. Now that you got your first win, who do you think will be your biggest competition in this tournament?
Myself, I think. Maybe a blue shell. I don't know. But anyway, I think that's it. Yeah.
Great. Thank you. All right, we will see you next round. Back to Dotson.
Thanks, Parker. So 1 underway, already done here in this first heat underway. We will be getting ready for heat number 2. The game officials will have to go through, make sure all the systems are reset and ready to go. And then we'll have our second set of 4 racers up on stage. Antonio Ferrone, Landon Pegley, the first 2 to qualify into our semifinal round here today. Glad to be able to be here at Union Area High School for our second eSports tournament of the spring, the final one of the spring as well, and believe we're about ready for game number 2, race number 2 of our preliminary round heats. So with that, let's send it back up to Parker Jendrzyk for the announce of our next 4 racers.
Alrighty, welcome to game 2. Let's get this started. We have Clara Hudson, Jacob Walzer, Cameron Taylor, and Abby Miter.
So we got a couple of school rivalries happening here with this one. Clara Hudson Jacob Walzer, Cam Taylor, Abby Miter, our next 4 that are up. And again, they're taking their time. They'll pick their character. They will pick their car setup. And again, each person has their own opportunity to kind of pick a car that's to their liking. So whether you want more handling, more pure speed, better on the drift, or just better on traction overall, that's what's going to work best for them. But then it's all random when it comes to the track. Everybody can pick which one they think they want. Most people are saying, that one sounds good. Let's go for that one. So we'll see which tracks will be chosen and which one will randomly be selected here for this second of our 4 heat rounds. With that, back up to Parker as we're about ready to go trackside again for heat number 2.
Alrighty, we are on to heat number 2. It looks like they were again choosing their course, making some final decisions here. Really taking their time.
They do have a 15-second time limit they have to keep in mind here as they select their random course.
Alrighty, and it looks like the course is being selected. Which will they choose? And the course has been selected.
How about that? 2 of the 4 pick the same track, but it's Sherbert Land that's going to be selected for our second heat.
Alrighty, and on to the countdown we go. The race will begin in 3, 2, 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines. It is the month of May. Can't go wrong with that. Green flag has been waved and a quick start for Hudson, but just like that, knocked back to the back as it's Abby Miter knocking her fellow female out. Which one will be the Danica? Which one will be the Milkaduna? Or will they both prove to be pole sitters? Prove to be pacers of this race here on Sherbert Lane in the ice. So not sure on the traction, but we're going to have a very competitive start here as Miter in the lead to begin. Walzer and the 2 Lancers in the lead, and now they flip-flop spots as Walzer moves his way ahead. Trying to power glide around the hole and around the traffic cones, able to do so to perfection. Taylor now back to 3rd as Hudson works his way back to 2nd. So everybody's had a taste of the lead already in the opening lap. Hudson from 2nd to 4th, and now watching the battle between Miter and Taylor. Walzer out in front, loses them briefly, but gets it back with that power slide as they go into the tunnel on lap number 2 of this 3-lap race, looking for the top 2, advancing to make it to the semifinal dash round. Another point for Walzer on the double, a good back shell. Gets Hudson, she remains in 2nd place, producing back up to speed. It's Walzer followed by Hudson, Miter, and Taylor, your top 4, again, the top 2, all we're looking for to make it into the semifinals. Power slide right into the ice there from Walzer, gets back up to speed. Taylor in 4th, trying to work his way back. He's got triple mushrooms and a star coming his way. Looking forward, watching along now with Abby Miter in 3rd place. And it's a 1, 2, 3 battle as they all cross within about a second of each other. Walzer, Hudson, followed by Miter and Taylor with under a lap to go. There's a red shell from point blank. Great shot from Hudson. She's now got the lead. Pink Yoshi flying through the caves. Goes through the near side, gets another box. Just like that, Walzer back down to 2nd as Miter is jumped up, and just like that, Walzer takes a shortcut right back. Taylor, couple of mushrooms trying to work his way back in it. Hudson in the lead, Walzer in 2nd, Miter in 3rd. Time winding down for 2nd and 3rd place to make their way around. Good power slide again, up the banking, holding the points up in front right now. It's Hudson, and looks like she's going to hang on to get the race. Here's the battle for 2nd. Walzer will get it. Hudson the win, Walzer the place, Taylor the show, but Hudson and Walzer will be advancing to the semifinal round. Clara Hudson showing a little Danica magic out there. She gets a chance to go and talk now with Power Gen Jurassic trackside after that win.
Alrighty, will our winners please make their way to the center? Clara, congratulations. Are you feeling nervous right now, or are you confident you're going to get a little farther?
I was shaking back there, so.
All right, congratulations. We'll see you next round. Dotson, back to you.
Thank you, Parker. 2 down, 2 to go in terms of our heat races. Antonio Ferrone, Landon Pegley advancing from the first round, Claire Hudson, Jacob Walzer, to advancing out of heat number 2. They will face off in the semifinals. Coming up here shortly in the dash races, that'll come up after we have 2 more heat rounds to go through. As they go and get the systems reset, it's about time to announce our next 4 competitors out there on the track. So send it back up to Parker for driver introductions.
All right, we are on to game 3. Let's get this started. We have Mark Stanley, Sam Bessel, Dean Austin Clark, and Matthew Stanley.
So we got the twins on the end, Mark and Matt. Mark player 1, Matt player 4, as well as Sam Bessel and Dean Alston Clark. Will be a great battle here in our 3rd preliminary round. While we have a moment, got to give a special thanks to everyone here at Union Area High School for allowing this race to happen here today. As again, we're going and getting our cars selected, our players selected. We see Sam Bessel having some difficulty. It's very easy because you have the very easy mistake to make. The A and B button are a little bit different from what you might be used to in terms of your old Xbox or Nintendo controller. So once it all go, A still means go. And you have the triggers that are being used, as you see, for your item and for your jump and your drift. But A and B, very easy to accidentally try to back out, which we believe might what have ended up happening on that first one. There are plenty of anti-cheat mechanisms going on here. Games played on Nintendo Switch, all being assigned by the game manager. And it looks like we are getting ready to go, which means now it's time for each of our competitors to choose their random track selection, which one they want. And again, it's all a 3-lap race, and one has already said, forget it, I'm going random. I like that. I like the strategy. Let the game decide. See, Twisted Mansion as being one of the potentials. Here comes our track selection. Parker, what's it going to be?
All right, it looks like they are choosing a track, making some final decisions, and it has been selected.
And it is Twisted Mansion, the dreaded Twisted Mansion.
All righty, and this heat is about to begin. Get ready for the countdown. 2, 1, go!
Time to bring the action here for heat number 3 of 4 in our preliminary round event of the Mario Kart eSports tournament. Getting a quick lead out in front, but getting hit with the shell immediately is Sam Bessel, trying to work his way back now as Alston Clark taking the early lead. Now to the underwater portion. He's got the blocker to work with now as well as Alston Clark, trying to catch back up on the outside. Is Bessel working his way under Stanley, working his way from the back. That's Matthew Stanley. Matthew and Mark. Currently Mark in 2nd, chasing down Alston Clark. Bessel in 3rd, Matt in 4th. Up in the air, working his way is Bowser. Dean Alston Clark there. In control. Fire there, got the blocker out. Mark Stanley trying to catch up in 2nd place. Top 2 will advance into our semifinals. Lots of twists and turns. The star right now for the right time is Bessel. Another star coming up on his back, though, is Matt. And Matt jumps back in front of him for 3rd place, but they're both chasing down Mark and Alston Clark. Dean leading. Sam Bessel works his way now around Mark into 2nd place, but the rocket ship working his way back forward into 2nd place for Mark. Alston Clark, Mark Stanley, Bessel, and Matt, your top 4 here at the moment. To the underwater section again. Bessel trying to work his way back to the front. Golden Mushroom, will that work to his advantage? Another star in the back for Matt Stanley. Tough time skidding around the corners there. As out in front, it remains Dean Alston Clark, who takes the white flag. One lap left to go here in semifinal or quarterfinal heat number 3. Lightning put into use. Good star. And running into the brick wall there was Mark Stanley. Wrong time for that, as that bumps him all the way down into 3rd place, as Matt, twin brother, able to pass him up. So Matt going from 4th to 2nd. Alston Clark still well in control, well ahead of the competition by a good 10 seconds at this point. Matt in second, Bessel now in third, Mark back into fourth. Does Bessel have a late charge to be able to get to that second qualifying spot? It's all Alston Clark up front. He'll cross the finish line with time to spare. 2 hands in the air for the checkered flag, but the race now for second between Matt and Mark. Matt with the edge at the moment. He's around the final turn. Sees the finish line, and Matt Stanley from the back. He won't make it all the way to the front, but he didn't need to. Nice battle for third to finish it off between Bessel and Mark Stanley. It'll be Bessel to finish third, but it'll be Dean Alston Clark and Matt Stanley advancing into the semifinal dash round. And with that, a chance to talk with Dean Alston Clark. Here's Parker.
All right, Dean, congratulations. How were you feeling going into the match? Were you nervous or were you really confident?
No, I was really confident. I mean, the people I was paired up against didn't really seem that much as a challenge. No offense, guys, no offense. Good job. But, just going to keep on going, keep chill. Yeah.
Thank you, Dean. We will see you next round, and congratulations. Dotson, back to you.
Thanks, Parker. You got to love that confidence there, right? Knows what he's capable of. He's been preparing for this, as all of these competitors have in one way or another. But Dean Alston Clark, the most dominant performance I think we've seen of ours. I mean, the only one you can, I think, compare would be maybe in the first heat, Ferrone, who actually won heat number 1 twice with the technical glitch. We're going to have some fun battles coming in the dash round for the semifinals, but not yet, because we have one more preliminary heat to go. And to introduce our next competitors, here's Parker.
Alrighty, and we are on for the next game. In this heat, we have Joseph Durallo, Andrew Cartwright, and Mason Benedict.
So with the late scratch, only 3 competitors actually in this final heat. So with that in mind, top 2 have to make it into the semifinals. So you just got to not finish last, basically, in this one. As it's going to be Andrew Cartwright in the 1, Joseph Durallo in the 2, and Mason Benedict in the 3. So you wonder if there's any strategy differences. You're not. I mean, you look at what happened when you were in 4th place to be able to work your way forward for the from 4th to 2nd like Matt Stanley did in the last one. How will it play out here? Benedict, Durallo, and Cartwright will be on stage, ready to go, and also on stage, ready to go. Your trackside reporter. Glad to send it down to Ms. Parker Ginger Isaac.
All right, it looks like we are choosing our course, making some final decisions here once again. We are waiting for everyone to suggest a course now.
And one out of these 3 will get the course that they want. That's it. We got the boys in the wrong seats up there.
Alrighty, and this game is about to begin. Two, 1, go!
Boogity, 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 boys. Let's go racing. Top 2 of 3 will move on. And already somebody off the track. That's our first off-track experience that we've noticed, and that moves Durallo back into 3rd place. Power slide his way right back up to 1st just as quickly. Can he stay on? No, he's off again. It's going to be the trick here as we're in Rainbow Road up in space here for this round. But all 3 players right next to each other. Cartwright as towed. Durallo currently in 3rd. Back now looking at Cartwright as he zooms through the air. He will get the upper track holding the mushroom. Is towed. Benedict currently in 2nd. Works his way around. He goes off the track. Back into 2nd place. So with Benedict and Cartwright falling off track, Durallo going to try to take advantage with the power slide on the outside. Good cut inside. A little over-under move. And ends up getting double question mark as well. Good power slide to get to the outside. Speed turbo boost. And a good slide in for the end of lap number 1. on Space Rainbow Road, the battle for second heating up. Benedict, good use of the draft, and basically knocks Cartwright right out of the way. Back on board with Duralo. He's working his way. Maribel's flip-flop. Good notice there. And again, it's powering way ahead of the competition. Way out in front is Duralo. Needs to hold on. The battle's going to be for second place, currently owned by Benedict, working that inside line, but close in tail is Cartwright. Just about a second and a half behind. As he's going to go for the lower half. Benedict off track again, and time for the star. Going right off track and giving it back is Cartwright. Really tough to stay on track here on the Space Rainbow Road track. As it's time for the white flag. Duralo in the lead. It's a will he hold it for protection? Will he send it backwards just for fun? Good draft on the inside. Good power slide on the inside from Cartwright. Star used, and he's got the rocket coming. He's right within range. He's got Benedict in his sights. The battle is going to be for second and third. Duralo's going to come up with the win. But powering forward, back into second place, and then flying off the track again is Cartwright. Benedict hits the brakes. Can he stay on? He does. On the edge. Stays on track. It's going to make this an interesting final lap. Still Cartwright in second. Benedict in third. Well out in front. Duralo is flying forward, surging forward. It's making a statement for the semifinals. Battle for second, and off the track again goes Cartwright. About a half a lap remaining for Benedict to catch up, and he flies off. They're both off track. Duralo is slowing down. He's going to crawl his way across the finish line. He's trying to get the crowd amped up, saying, "What's going on?" Stopping at the yard of bricks. He gets the checkered flag before the blue shell hits him. Benedict in second. He sees the checkered flag in front of him, and he will finish in second place. Cartwright, just about a second behind, will be eliminated. Duralo with the victory, showing it off. Parker gets a chance to talk to him now.
Alrighty, congratulations. Now, did you prepare for this match in any way?
So let me tell you what I did. I went home and I took a nap, right? But I woke up really sweaty. I was dreaming about this moment right now. I was dreaming. I had a vision. It was super easy, I won't lie. All right, the bracket, all right, thank you.
All right, thank you, and we will see you next round. Dotson, back to you.
So we got our 8 semifinalists ready to go, and with that, we'll have the semifinals. But first, we need to go under caution. We need to take a quick break. We'll be back in a moment with the dash round, the semifinals here in the eSports tournament. Mario Kart champion to be announced when we return on the Lawrence County SportsNet powered.
Wherever you're going, Axe can get you there. The bowling alley, beauty salon, and even the library. Axe can get you there safely. The grocery store, the pharmacy, and the bank. Axe can get you there comfortably. Going to work, visiting a friend, or just to relax at the park. Axe can get you there affordably. Axe is here to get you there, safely, comfortably, and affordably. Choose Axe as your driving service and give us a call to schedule a ride.
Whether you're hosting a big party, it's family dinner night, or you just need a place to go and watch the big game, the Crane Room Grill is the place to be. Need that something special for your upcoming event? Ask about the CR Brewing Company's custom brewing options to give your big day that personalized touch that your guests will never forget. Visit craneroom.com to see their full menu, or call in your takeout order now at 724-656-1553. The Crane Room Grill and CR Brewing Company, a winning combination. Welcome back to 2022 Mario Kart Tournament here at Mario Kart 8 Deluxe here from Union Area High School. Glad to be here. I'm James Dotson. Special thanks to everyone, our entire production crew, and it is an entire production here for this event. Glad to have eSports going on here in Lawrence County. As we have a chance to take a look at our bracket real quick. Our matchups coming up here in the semifinal round. Green flag coming your way as we have the 2 semifinals coming up. It's interesting to see how these strategies will play out. Parker, let's see what you're seeing up there as we're ready for the semifinal dash races.
Alrighty, and welcome to our next rivalry of the night. We have Antonio Ferrone, Landon Pegley, Clara Hudson, and Jacob Walzer.
So this is the semifinal with the winner and the runner-up from heats 1 and 2. So Antonio Ferrone, Landon Pegley from heat 1, Clara Hudson, Jacob Walzer from heat number 2. Again, this format is simple. Top 2 will make it into the feature race with all the marbles on the line. We have some fun battles here for sure. Ferrone, the winner of heat 1, Hudson, the winner of heat number 2 with Pegley and Walzer as the runners-up as well, making their way. They've picked their character, they've picked their kart. Now it's time to select their track for its lights out with a chance to make it into the feature race.
Alrighty, looks like they are once again choosing their course. Which will it be? Clara making some final decisions. Waiting for everyone.
It's a big strategy here, Parker, figuring out what they want.
Very big strategy. Alrighty, and the course has been selected. Which will it be?
Toad Harbor it is. Who will have the experience? Who knows the track? Let's find out, Parker.
Alrighty, and let's let the game begin in 3, 2, 1, go!
Green, 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 off and running we go again here in the first of our 2 semifinal dash rounds. And a quick lead from Ferrone from position number 1. Pegley right there with him in position number 2. Walzer in 3rd and Hudson in 4th. Those two flip-flop right as I say that. Is using the mushroom on the inside. I think caught up on the brackets there on the inside. On the post was Hudson back up to the front. It's a good battle. Using Black Yoshi is Ferrone. Using Waluigi is Pegley. They battled tooth and nail in both attempts at heat number 1. They stay 1 and 2. Walzer 3rd, Hudson in 4th. Hudson off track, back up to the front. Good double boost and a blocker out there for Ferrone. And that blocker put to good use as there was Red Shell coming his way, but there's another one coming from Pegley, and that's going to allow him to swoop around, stay outside, into the lead. Good power draft to get around and get the lead at the end of lap number 1, followed closely by Ferrone. A distant 3rd for Walzer, but still within striking distance. And Hudson coming in 4th, and she's got the star working her way back forward from the back of the pack. That's Pegley in the lead with Antonio Ferrone close in succession. They were in the opposite order during heat number 1. Trying to go on the high line there was Ferrone, ended up losing it. And with it now is Pegley using the boost forward, working his way through the streets of Toad Harbor. Here in lap number 2, first of our semifinal dash races. Long power drag, power slide there from Pegley, and he gets the double surprise box as well as he works his way over the bumps on the sidewalk, and a blocker to use as well as he slides around the final couple of turns, and he sees the white flag coming out. Landon Pegley in the lead. Good use of the mushroom to take a little shortcut there from Ferrone, about 2 seconds behind. Now following along with Walzer in 3rd, well in the rears. At the moment, he's just now getting a white flag. So a 1-2 punch out in front. Partial blocker for Ferrone. Tries to send one out, trying to get up towards Pegley. Now 3 mushrooms to work with as well for Ferrone. There's the shell hitting Pegley, catching him. But he still has a pretty big lead. Ferrone, though, does cut the gap down, able to swerve just barely around the carts. Trying to take the high line. And he does. Good effective use there. Now back onto the streets. He has Pegley within sight. Double shell coming his way. 1 green, 1 red. Will he get the blocker on time? Yes, he does. Pegley power slide around the final turn towards the checkered flag. It's going to be close, and it's going to be just nip and tuck. Pegley 1, Ferrone 2. Good battle here for 3rd between Hudson and Walzer. Hudson has now jumped back into 3rd place, and she gets a star to help her efforts as well. Couple of turns to go, and it looks like Hudson's going to take 3rd place. It won't advance her into the final round. A little bit of bragging rights for her. She finishes 3rd, Walzer 4th, but it'll be Antonio Ferrone, Landon Pegley, both from heat number 1 that will be making it into the final feature race. And Parker Jendrowski get a chance to talk with them.
All righty, Landon, congratulations. Now, what prompted you to participate in this tournament?
I like Mario Kart. I'm good at it. I feel
Awesome.
pretty good right now.
He's feeling pretty good. Congratulations, and we will see you next round. Dotson, back to you.
He should be feeling pretty good. That was a good battle up front and was able to withstand the pressure that Ferrone was putting on him, and a good, flip-flop from the heat race where Ferrone got the best of him. Pegley getting a little bit of the momentum back as they head into the finals, the feature race. We know 2 of our 4 that will be into that feature race. We still have 4 more great competitors. Only 2 of them will join Ferrone and Pegley in the finals. So with that, let's announce our second dash race competitors. So we'll send it back down to Parker to make the proper introduction.
Alrighty, and we are prepared for the next dash. We have Dean Austin Clark, Matthew Stanley, Joseph Durallo, and Mason Benedict.
You can tell the crowd favorites, or maybe just the one crowd not favorite out of those 4. Austin Clark and Duralu, the 2 that won their respective heats, Heat 3 and Heat 4. They are the prohibitive favorites, you would think, but in Mario Kart, anything is possible. A shell at the wrong time, falling off the track, the dreaded blue shell could all be coming your way, even if you have that lead. Top 2 again will make it into the feature race, and it's going to be just winner takes all at that point. It's about time to bring the action here for our second semi-final dash race here this afternoon at Union Area High School. All the settings have been put into place. Our game officials give the thumbs up. Looks like we're good to go. Durallo trying to get everybody pumped up. Here's Parker Jendrisic to count it down as we get ready for semi-final number 2.
Alrighty, the countdown will begin soon, but first we have to pick a course. We have our players finalizing which course they will decide with.
Another random track selection out there. But it won't be the random one.
The course has been selected and the game will begin soon.
Mario Circuit, it is. Pretty straightforward track overall.
All right, and the game will begin in 3, 2, 1, go!
It's lights out and away we go for the semifinal number 2, dash number 2, and a quick inside track out of pole position there for Dean Austin Clark. Oh, neck and neck right there in the middle though with Duralu. Those 2 expecting the battle up front throughout the majority of this race. It's Austin Clark followed by Duralu, followed by Stanley and Benedict. Austin Clark already with 9 coins. Remember, the more coins you get, up to 10 maximum, your more pure speed that you will have. Duralu in second place, about 2 seconds now behind and falling behind, but he does get double red shells to work with to try to catch up. Take a look in the rearview mirror, and he sees those red shells. Not 1, but 2 coming his way, though he is able to block the second one. Is Austin Clark hangs on about a 1-second lead as he crosses the start-finish line to begin lap number 2. It's Austin Clark from Duralu, from Stanley and Benedict. Benedict now starting his second lap from the rears. Another red shell sent from Durallo. This time he's able to execute and get into the lead ahead of Dean Austin Clark. And here comes the blue shell. Austin Clark is out of the way from it and just waiting for it and accepting his fate is Durallo. There's the dreaded blue shell to put Austin Clark back in the lead. Durallo, though, still within sight as Stanley in third and Benedict in fourth. Top 2 will advance. Right now it looks like a fair shake. It'll be Austin Clark and Durallo. But this one for momentum, if nothing else, going into that finals round. Green shell holding on to it. Gets the blocker out at the last second as Austin Clark able to prevent the red shell from Duralu from causing any more damage as we're down to the final lap. 1 lap to go here in the second dash race. Austin Clark still in the lead. Good power drift around the outside. Another red shell coming in again just in the nick of time. The banana peel this time used as the blocker. Stanley coming, or that's it, Benedict, excuse me, going past Stanley with the star. Good battle for third and fourth yet again, much like the last semifinal we had. Another blue shell coming on its way. This time it's going to be Alston Clark who's going to be in trouble from it. Looks like all of a sudden, Duralu back in third. Where did Stanley come from? Stanley all the way in second. He takes the red shell though. Apusa back in the third. Duralu back into second place. Good power slide right into the mushroom, right into the ramp boost, and that's going to be enough to get him the second place finish. Stanley gave it a run, but it's going to be Alston Clark first. Duralu comes back and gets second place. Stanley third, Benedict fourth, Alston Clark and Duralu. We'll move on to our championship race. And another chance for Dean to talk with our trackside reporter, Miss Parker Jendrazik.
All righty, Dean, I already know the answer, but I want to hear it from you. Did you think you'd make it this far?
I mean, yeah. I mean, Joe gave me a little hustle for my money, but that was about it. I mean, so, no, I'm really looking to two little guys right there. Yeah.
All righty, thank you, Dean, and we will see you in our final match. Dotson, back to you.
Dean Alston Clark already eyeing up the competition as we get ready for our final event of the night. There's one feature race left to go. White flag coming your way. One final race, but first, we're going to step aside. We'll come back, and we will have that feature event for you when we return. Esports tournament here from Union Area High School on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Contractors, the Department of Healthy Homes needs you. From small to large residential projects, you can help families live safer and healthier with the quality work you do. It's rewarding in more ways than one. Call LCAP's Department of Healthy Homes today.
When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in Shannon for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods, custom apparel to embroidery and more. Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
For more than 120 years, people have relied on Martindale Hubbell's preeminent rating to select their attorneys. If you've been involved in an automobile accident, you should do the same. At LGKG, we have been preeminently rated for over 40 years.
Back one here from Union Area High School. The second esports tournament of the year. Had a chance to get Rocket League back on April Fool's Day. Glad we can get one more here in the spring season to finish off the spring season and to finish off our event here today. One last feature race. We've taken our 15 competitors. We've narrowed it down to the top 4. One feature race left to go. Parker Jendrazik, it's time for some trackside introductions.
Alrighty, and welcome back to the final game of the night. We have Landon Pegley, Antonio Ferrone, Dean Austin Clark, and Joseph Durallo.
Everybody trying to get amped up, hyped up. This is what we've been waiting for, ladies and gentlemen. Your final look at what we're going to see. 4 racers, no longer about being the top 2. It's about being number 1. One race to figure it all out. And they're going to figure out here in a hurry. Things are going to be a little bit different here in the championship round. They'll find out in a hurry. We're going to see a familiar track, as it was one that was randomly selected earlier by one of our competitors. But you're going to see a little bit of an extra as we're bumping it up from 150cc to 200cc. They don't know it yet, but they will find out in a hurry. I think you're going to see a lot of off-track action as well. It's going to be slick out there, folks. We're going to have a lot of fun. So let's now get ready to go. Just a couple of seconds now from the green flag on our feature race, the final race of the day. So let's head back down to Parker Jendrazik to get ready for this final race of the night.
Alrighty, looks like they are choosing their match for the final round.
And they're going to make everybody select the same one so we know that we get it.
Situating some things, I see.
So it won't be random this last time, Parker. We know what track we are getting.
All right. Will not be random this time.
It looks random, but I have a feeling it's going to be Rainbow Road.
All righty, and our course has been selected at non-random. All righty. Our players are getting in place, and the game will begin in 3, 2, 1, go!
One final time, green, 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 off and running. We go for the final race. Championship on the line, and it is Space Rainbow Road at 200cc. Who will be able to stay on track the best? That's going to be the key, and already we have one off. That's Austin Clark, drops back to 3rd place. As a result, Ferrone in 1st, Pegley in 2nd, Austin Clark, followed by Duralu currently in 4th place. Ferrone working his way on the power glide. Ferrone, who was one of the many competitors here who also were a part of that Rocket League tournament as well that we had earlier. He was an early elimination there, thought he was going to perform better. He's made it to the finals here today, but he's off track for the 2nd time already on this opening lap. That brings Pegley back to the league. It's Pegley from Austin Clark, from Ferrone, from Duralu. 1, 2, 3, 4 as they cross the line for lap number 2. Not many coin collectors here in this one, and off the track again goes Pegley, and that allows Austin Clark to take the lead. He's flying his way around, past the moving conveyor belts, now taking the inside track to go in line with them. A good battling for 2nd is Pegley ahead of Ferrone, just by the narrowest of margins as they go soaring through the air. Double boxes again for Ferrone, currently in 3rd place. Austin Clark about a 3-second advantage on these two as you watch along now with Pegley. Pegley trying to power slide his way around. He's going to stay away from the turbo boost for the moment, uses the power slide, then gets the last one, but he's going to cross the line. 1 lap left to go. As he trails by about 3 seconds from Austin Clark. You ride along with him here in the lead, working his way around the outside, trying to stay on track, but he falls off again, and he gets a red shell coming his way. Oh no, look out. Using the brakes is Pegley, trying to do everything he can to stay on track. Now turbo slides around, and he gets back in the air, about 2 seconds in the rears of Austin Clark. In 3rd is Ferrone. Duralu a distant 4th. It's a 3-way battle up front. Another red shell on the way, blocked nicely by Austin Clark. He has the blocker. Does he have a 2nd one coming? He's trying to power his way around, and he looks like he was able to speed past that red shell. He's got the bomb now for defense. When will he deploy it? Oh no, the blue shell wiped the demise of Austin Clark. Red shell coming, and it ends up affecting Pegley with the bomb. Austin Clark will take home the checkered flag. Twin checkers for Dean Austin Clark. Pegley will finish 2nd, Ferrone in 3rd. Dean Austin Clark able to hold on for dear life down the stretch to get the victory. We send it down to Parker Jendryzik.
Alrighty, will our top 2 players please make their way to the center? Dean, congratulations. Here's your $100 Amazon card as your prize.
Thanks.
And I have a question for you. What could you give any tips to our losers?
No, get good. Don't suck.
All right, thank you. And will our number 2 person please come up as they also receive a prize? Congratulations, Landon. Do you have any tips for our losers as well?
Watch out for bombs. That's it.
Awesome, thank you. It has been a pleasure to be your host tonight, and thank you to everyone who was involved in this tournament. I hope you all have a great night, and Dotson, back to you.
Thanks, Parker. I'd like to go along with that as well. I give a bunch of shout-outs first to the administration, Mr. Rob Nogue, Superintendent Mike Ross, of course, Scott O'Donnell, everybody involved here at Union High School, and all of our workers today. Working the cameras today, Kayla Frustorfer, Mason Benedict, Clara Hudson, all helping out. Student producers, Maddie Cassie, Amanda Book, Emily Seidel, who would have been. She's out playing softball right now with the makeup game. Registration helpers, Kendall Pruse and Bella King. Your game officials tonight were Dom Summers, Trevor T-Bones Burks, executive producers Joe Canciello, and Aaron Vigiano. Director today is Brad Schaefer. For our trackside announcer, Parker Jendryzik, this is James Dotson signing off. And now stay tuned for more eSports action here on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.